Hi, team. This is George. I look forward to getting started in week two. Just in case anybody's having any difficulty with the navigation, you just click that weeks tab there, and week two is where we're at. Then everything you need for week two is right here on this one page. So we're going to be talking about the needs analysis today, one of my favorite things because it is hugely important, needs analysis. And we also are there's always a video here if you want to watch for just a quick overview of the week stuff that we have to do, or a script here if you'd prefer to read it. And then we can jump right into our faith integration. What our faith integration and our content discussion have is we're looking at resistant learners this week within our conversations. In faith integration, we're going to be looking at it through the perspective of Matthew 13, 1 through 9, environmental factors and resistance to learning, because we can create barriers to learning without even realizing it. And they can be environmental or even engineered factors that we don't put there on purpose. So it's great to just take a look from a Christ-centered perspective of how we can remove these barriers or even see these barriers so all students have a better experience with the learning the content. Because remember, we don't teach content, we teach people. People learn content, so we have to keep that focus on the learner. That's hugely important. And regardless where you are in your walk in faith or belief, whatever you believe in, it's always a good idea to pause and reflect on these things that we bring up every week in faith integration. So let's take a look at what we're going to match that with in our discussion, week two discussion. In our week two discussion, if I can get us there we go. In our week two discussion, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, we're better now. In our week two discussion, we're going to be reading this article right here, the Media Partners article, and then we're going to be discussing about these resistant learners that are resistant, and here's some options that we can use to help create buy-in, confront the problem, create the ground rules. A disruptive learner, you talk to them one-on-one, throw challenges back to the group. One thing that can work for you or can work against you is how you approach that disruptive learner or that resistance learner, because if we approach in the wrong manner or from the wrong perspective, we can pop the whole class back around against us, and all of a sudden we're the bad guy and we don't even know why. So it's very easy to do. So you want to make sure that if it's a resistant learner, you need to approach them with thoughtfulness. That's why I really appreciate the faith integration discussion, because we need to come from a perspective of love and kindness to get that buy-in, to get that person on the right track. Because if we come in confrontational and rough, it can be turned around on us very quickly, and that is never a good situation. So as we think about that, I know we're going to have some interesting discussions on that faith integration and on the content piece there. And also what we're going to look at here is this is just more information about our instructional design proposal. The needs analysis is part of this week. So here's a template that we can use. You can take a look at. And there it is. Let's enable the editing and bring it back over here for us. Get creative. What I want to tell you is, as you go through this instructional design proposal, remember this isn't a typical essay that you're going to be writing or a typical academic paper. So get creative. That's why I kind of put this together in the hopes that you take that and run with it however you would like. But these are all the content pieces that are going to be measured in your rubric. So each one has a little bit of my comment in here, so you obviously want to take that out. Feel free to use this. Feel free to use parts of it, but make it your own and see what you come up with the creativity. Because this week the the methods for our needs analysis, that's going to fit right in here. Last week, where we actually were looking at different strategies, so that piece would fit there because we can look at job transference, things like that. So we're going to also start thinking about evaluation strategies. How do they know what they know? And I want you to think beyond a normal test. So we're going to have a fantastic week. This is not due until the end of week 3, but I want to make sure that everybody has a great opportunity to get started with this early. So I just appreciate all that you do. So have a fantastic week. Anybody has any questions, feel free to contact me, and I'll see you on the discussion board.